All right, because even Paul mentioned in one of his letters, I believe is I'm not sure. I think it's in Romans, the book of Romans, where it speaks about the things that he would do, he does not, but the things that he don't want to do, he does. All right, and really, he was talking about the body. All right, because these bodies are corrupted and they're subject to sin. All right. Now to get back on topic, like it says right here, man, it says no man put a new cloth into an old garment, man, or you're gonna make the garment worse. All right. Now moving on from there, I want to get let's see. I want to touch up on what scriptures speak about mingling the seed, because like I said before, Yahushua on multiple occasions spoke about the parable of the sower. All right, sowing the seed. All right, because that's actually where it speaks about the parable of the sower. That's us doing this work. All right. Now, let's see, Slacky. Now let's go into something else. Bear with me for 1 second. All right, now this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, start at verse 17. You know, why not? It says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them." All right, this knowledge that we have right now, this truth, prophets and righteous men desire to see and understand these things, but they haven't. All right. And the reason why is because it was meant for this time that we're in now. All right. Verse 18. "Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When any one heareth the word of the kingdom and understand it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receiveth seed by the wayside." See what speaks about the parable of the sower, sowing the seed, which is his word, which once again is compared to doing his work. All right, that's what it means by the parable of the sower. Okay. And it goes further in about sowing the seed, about the wicked one catching away which was sown in the stony places, and places with thorns and briars, and the one that receives seed on the good soil. All right, and brought forth fruit. So that's just this parable is this precept is to bring out to back up Leviticus chapter 19, where it speaks about mingling the seed. All right, because the seed is this word once again. All right, and you're not to mingle in, other doctrines or your own understanding. All right, because once again, like I said at the beginning of the video, your understanding, your own understanding, comes from this world. All right, and we're supposed to stray away from the world. All right, now I want to get another precept. Should be in the book of Hebrews, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Well, it's like Ephesians. There's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 21. It says, "If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua." All right, the truth is in Yahushua, which he's contained within these scriptures. Like it says in the book of Hebrews chapter 10, it says, "For lo, I come in the volume of the book." All right. Verse 22 is that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. See, You have to be renewed in the spirit of your mind. In other words, you have to let go of everything that you've been taught and everything that you learned back in the world, man. Well, whatever it is, you might have came up in the world, in the church. You might have came up in the world on the streets, because like I said before, brothers got different walks of life, man. So we have to put away those things that we learned back in the world. All right. And like it says right here, saying be renewed in the spirit of your mind. All right, verse 24. And that you put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. All right. So there you go, man. Let's see. Yeah, that's it on that. Now I want to go from there. I want to read back at Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19. It says, "Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee." So, that's just reiterating the scripture again. Now you got an understanding of what this scripture let me rephrase that. Now you have a better understanding that this scripture is twofold. That it's physical and it's spiritual. All right. And just for curiosity's sake, I want to look at that word gender. Sparks my interest. Yeah. There's nothing on that word. Now I want to get the book of Deuteronomy. If I'm not mistaken, it's 22. Yeah. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 11. It says, "Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of woolen and linen together." All right. So it's reiterating what it was saying in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19, about the garment of diverse sorts. All right, so that the fabric's not supposed to be mixed. All right, because what we read in the book of Matthew, right, saying that no man putteth the new cloth into an old garment unless the rent is made worse. All right. So, like I said before, man, coming to this thing of ours, you have to be mindful of how we're conducting ourselves, because I even have to speak for myself, as the rest of the other brothers, because that's I know, not only myself but the rest of the other Akim, whenever we bring out something like this concerning the edification of the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're not only speaking to the brothers, but we also speaking to ourselves as well, man. All right. So that, once again, man, coming into this truth, stick to the script, man. All right, stick to the scriptures, stick to the precepts. Lean not. Actually, let me grab the scripture, man. Doing that precept, no justice if I don't bring it out. All right, that's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding." All right. So it says, trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with all thine heart. All right. And that word heart goes to your mind, man. Which that Hebrew word means lab, which means your mind. So you have to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with all your mind, man. All right. Now, verse 6, it said, "In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and depart from evil." All right. So right here, man, it said, "Be not wise in thine own eyes," man. In other words, being wise in your own understanding. See, because you might think that, trying to think of a scenario. You might say something, and you never know, man. You might be going off, man, if it's not according to the scripture. All right. But as long as it's according to the scriptures, like I said before, stick to the script, then you're fine. Because there's another scripture where it speaks about constantly examining yourself. All right. Now, let me read this verse again. It says, "Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh Shemel Shai and depart from evil." All right. And a way of departing from evil is departing from the ways of this world. All right. Because when you come into this truth, man, like I just read earlier in the book of Ephesians, you put off the old man, and you put on the new man, all right, which is in Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. So the old man died, all right, and that new man's being formed. That's a form of being born again, because you got guys in Great Millstone. I'm gonna say it, man. You got guys in Great Millstone that hasn't completely left the ways of this world. All right. You might have your own business, to take care of or whatever. We got, things to take care of, like, might got to go do something, handle your business, because Paul spoke about that too, about using the world and not abusing it. All right. So you can use the world, but don't abuse it, man. All right. Because abusing this world is getting involved in things that don't concern this knowledge. So with that being said, I think I pretty much hit the point. Lord willing, you members of the Hofi Lake were edified by this lesson, this video. And once again, man, I'm gonna say it once again, stick to the script, man. Stick to the script. All right. Stick to the script, man. Because this is the Lord's movie. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well. And peace and safety to the Hofi Lake that is continually doing his work, that's plowing. Let's give it our diligence and our faith, true sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.